It's October. We're way past the halfway point of the month already, and it's the end of the week. It's time, well, for that Packer prep video that I love. We're playing the Wildcats Saturday night in Waller Stadium. We'll be on the away side, the far side, and then we go for rematch, round 2 versus the Raiders, 6 p.m. It's the same time. And again, we'll be on opposite sides because we'll be the away team, right? So pretty interesting. Actually, we're the home team versus the Wildcats, so we'll be next to the stands, excuse me. So you guys, if you didn't know this about Green Bay Packers, that's Bart Starr, famous quarterback, Brett Favre, famous quarterback, and that's Vince Lombardi, sort of the epitome of an inspirational figure who catalyzes a group of young men to do something amazing, and the legend goes that they named the Super Bowl trophy after him, right? The Lombardi Trophy. So that's Vince Lombardi, and it actually comes from the Packers. So let's get into this video. I'll be sure to put a link to your parents if you want to watch the Wildcats. I can't recommend studying your opponents enough. I could quote Sun Tzu's Art of War: if you don't study your opponent, then expect to lose more than half your battles. If you study your opponent watching this video, expect to win more than half your battles. We're going to go over our special forces. There's a little bitty changes, nothing too major. We're going to talk about on defense, the freeze, good corner play. I'd like to give you 2 highlight videos from our last game. And then offense, the menu would be something like what's going on with our huddle, what does their defense look like, just a little bit, their blitz, the mirror concept that we talked about on Monday, and then what's the script for our game. All right. Kickoff. So not a whole lot of change here in our return, but I do want our pairs to block inside out. I'm expecting the PP, the personal protector guy, the up back, Max in the first game, and then Max, it doesn't look like you'll be there for the second game. That's a great spot, Andrew, for you to fill in. Expect that short kick, and then if we're going to block inside and out, Gav, just if you see the short kick, you're solo. Block the most dangerous guy right now. We're going to block them inside out. We're going to try to return straight up the middle. Sawyer and James, it is a team game, so I have no good reason why you wouldn't join the fight and be part of the 6, right? The touchdown, right? That's 6 points. Be part of our goal, the 6 people blocking. So fly up in there and get ahead of this guy and give him options. You want to see how that looks and what happens when we do that? These 2 guys do a great job of blocking. Here's a short kick. Great job, Sawyer, of running up. Look at Egan moving his feet, staring at the target. Oh, don't look back. Stay with him. Work, work, work. Look at Liam running down. He's going to block something in a different color jersey. But if I run that back just again, Lewis, I think this is you. You're running back. I love that. I see Gavin running back. Guys, race to a different color jersey. Run back and race to a different color jersey. If you watch this play develop, Lewis, I think you're running all the way over here. Look at it. One of these guys is Lewis. Like, stop looking at the runner. Look at a different color jersey. Make sure we clean up our blocks, right? We're looking at their face when we block them. Let's get back into the video. So I think that makes perfect sense on that highlight. Our kickoff, here's the subtle change. Gavin, Liam move to inside of Gavin. Winston move in. You guys see the 3 over here. Andrew, I hope you're healthy. If you are, you're going to come back and be the switch guy, just like we always planned. Max, Egan, and James on the right. So not too much there, and we'll adjust on the fly, Andrew, if you need it. Defense, the freeze play. That bit us in the proverbial behind, the double bubble, the butt, right? That was a 4th down. I don't think they get that 1st down without us giving it to them. So how do you fix that? Gentlemen on defense, watch the ball. The second thing you can watch, like if you're not close to the ball, is watch the guy in front of you. If the ball moves, if the guy moves, you go. Do not listen. Do not. That's the candy, and we all know candy's not good for you in the long run. Outside run, corners. You got to come up against the outside run. Corners, you got to come up against the outside run. You need be part of that fight. Liam, Caleb, Lewis, anybody else that plays DN. That means I'm upset if the corners are coming up, but corners, that's part of the game. So if they get outside of Liam, then that might be Egan or Sawyer. Come up and play the run. Safety. Your job is not to play the run. Your job is to race to that wide receiver. Kind of like if we hand the ball off to Andrew and then he throws it, right? Here's a good example from another team in our league. And you're going to see this corner. I wish he would backpedal, but look at this great position. He gets outside leverage right now, and he's going to bury that guy. And what's so interesting right at the end is he has great technique. He either makes this tackle right here or that guy goes inside. And again, that's so important for you guys to see this. He either makes the tackle or that guy goes inside, right? He makes the tackle or that guy goes inside. Great inside pursuit, inside-out pursuit. Winston, James, Max, you guys, the middle people, when you're eating up middle space, just keep running, and then it forces him right into a good corner play right here, all right? So I just wanted to go over that. Let's get back to that example. Hey, here's our team doing the thing, right? This is a good run stop. I don't know where man is this Sawyer. Don't be late chasing motion. Get in there and go. James, good instincts with your feet. Winston, you're doing great staying in the middle. And then Max, there's just a beautiful fit where you come up and you pull the flag. And that's because Caleb and Liam are containing. And I'll hit play. Liam, you do a great job being patient on the backside. Caleb, great job setting the edge and making Max look like an all-star linebacker right there. That's just a great pull. That's just wonderful. So fired up. Can you guys tell? I can't wait to get this first W of the season because I feel like you guys are just getting better. Here's a little bit of man defense. We're not going to see quarterbacks like James look one way and throw the other. And if we are, Gavin, I'll be sure to tell you. I think you got a great read here. Sawyer, I love your commitment. James, I love how you're inside leverage. Sawyer, I'm not sure why you let this guy cross your face. He runs right across you to an easier path, an easier pass. And that's not good for us. So make sure you cut him off when he tries to run. It's kind of like a slant. And then, James, we're going to take away the inside route and then chase the out because that's the harder throw. Look at this good defense. Look at this. Oh, don't let him cross your face, Sawyer. Yeah, we're gonna rally and pull his flag. Let's get over there. And then, Gav, I think you can be more in the play, but you did have that inside threat. So I take that back. We're going to be great. Did you get your hands up, Liam? No. Did you get your hands up, Liam? Come on, bud. Come on. Set the edge. Hands up. Hands up. Ah, I see you working to fight back. Who's that pulling flags? Is that Andrew? Man, we are a dangerous defense, guys. We are a dangerous defense. Good luck throwing that ball. If that ball's not thrown perfectly to the outside to the grass, James picks it. Who's going to stop him, right? Let's go, guys. Oh, I'm so fired up. You guys are getting better. I just know you are. All right, so does that run the whole thing? Yeah, we're on offense. You guys, what in the world? There's nothing more embarrassing than the joking and the weirdness that happened in the huddle. Does that happen in practice? I think it does. And then it happened in the game. I think it does. And then the next play was a penalty. That's just, I really hope you guys don't mess around in the huddle. That's a great time while James is getting the play from a coach or from a player. Well, you guys make your adjustments. I know you're talking in the huddle about good things. Keep doing that. Focus on that. Caleb, Winston, and Lewis, you got to have your eyes up this week for a blitzer. So, Lewis, first priority is always a good snap. You're fantastic this year. You're making great snaps. Keep that going. And then Winston and Caleb, get your eyes up for a blitzer, right? And here's the rule. You're going to block the inside guy first. So this is Winston, Lewis, and Caleb. Liam, I had a thought you might spell in here. So I hope all of you guys are paying attention. This is as best as I can tell what their defense might be. So Winston, this is normal for you. You're going to step back and pass block beautifully, right? Step back. This is not something you've seen before, Caleb, but you're an experienced guy at this point. But I can't stress upon you enough that if this guy comes, your best step is to step hard backwards, inside. And then this is going to be that girl, Gwen, and there's nothing about her that isn't an all-star football player. Okay, she's a dominant player on their offense and a dang good player on defense. So step back, right? This is very blockable for us. Lewis, challenging you on offense. Good snap first. The extra players are over here. Can you make a good snap and then sprint backwards and try to block the extra guy if they come. Run out here. Run out, right? Good snap and sprint backwards and catch one of these guys out here. All right, that's pretty cool if we can do that. This can look a little differently. The end can come outside, right, Caleb? And then, Winston. And then, Caleb, check this out. If you step back hard right now, right, you know the snap count, first clap or second clap, you step back hard, and this guy doesn't go, you're stepping back. You're not looking at him. You're not thinking what does he do. You're just stepping back hard. He leaves automatically. You're racing to this outside guy. That's such an easy block for you. Lewis, you're still doing the same thing, right? You're still making a great snap first, and then you're racing to the edge to block, okay? That gives all kinds of space in the middle for James to climb up in the pocket and make a completion, right? So this is how we're going to block this week. Again, I talk fast, so pause, rewind, and rewatch any portion of this. Here's the next question. We went over this on Monday for the guys that were there. So this is review, but for the rest of you guys, maybe it isn't. Mirror. So on the wristband, it's by the way, it's open doubles right, but could you run open doubles left? And so how does that come in the huddle? Open doubles, bench, mirror. So you're going to run the flip of the play. So here's our regular bench. This is how it looks on the wristband, right? But can you guys flip it? And I know the language is all messed up, but can you see the Z on the left? The T is on the left now, and the H and the R are on the right. That would be mirror. That's all it is. We're just switching sides, keeping the habits and growing the playbook, right? So mirror on open doubles bench. Like, I think you guys could do that. By the way, that's a nod to the first play of the game right there. How about this one? Normally, tight Z orbit option left, but if we call option right, mirror, right? So now we're going to the right. So this is what it looks like on the wristband, but can you run the opposite? So now the Z and the T are away. The Z is the motion guy, the orbit motion behind. He's orbiting around the QB, and he's still the pitch guy. H and R, you're on the right. R, we've been talking about this at practice. Block that defensive end. H, race out and look in. Guard, you can race out and look in. That would be pretty neat, Caleb. That's pretty advanced for a guard to pull. And you guys are racing and looking in. What happens on this play, so you guys all understand, is James is taught to race for width. But R, we need you to block that defensive end. And then that allows him to either pitch or run. And then this could be Egan, this can be Liam, this can be any host of guys being in at the Z. You're trying to stay 3 to 4 yards away and 1 yard ahead of him. And you just stay down the field. James is going to be optioning the corner figure out here. And that might be a good football play for us. So if you stayed on to the video till the end, I'm wrapping it up right here, right now. Menu for scoring on offense. Block cleanly. See face and block it. Caleb, Winston, and Lewis, step back in your pass protection. That's going to help you guys see the blitz and block the correct guy. Secondly, be efficient in and out of the huddle, right? The talking in the huddle can happen, you guys making adjustments and blocking and route running and motions. But when James comes in to call the play and the cadence, right? First clap, second clap, no talking. Third, catch those touchdowns, boys. Let's put up more than one score in a game. We have the firepower to do it. And then here's our menu. Open doubles, mirror, bench. That's going to be our first play. I'm toggling between play 2 and 3 right now in my brain, and I like this order, but I might flip it. I don't know, guys. But here it is. Tight Z left, option left. So that's the Z orbit motion. Z gets behind, right? The R's got to block the end on the left, and the H and the guard, Winston, you're pulling. You're getting out there. It's going to be a good football play for us. Get James and somebody to pitch to on the edge. That's super cool. And then play 3, again, it might be play 2. Open doubles, R and T. Who wants to motion? I don't care. We're going to motion, and then we're going to run Vermont. And linemen, let's get all of you out in the passing option. All of you are going. Okay, and then again the question, R and T on game day. Let me know who prefers to be the motion guy. And then the bonus play, you have to wait for Saturday night to hear what the fourth play should be, could be, if you guys score. Hey, I hope this Packer prep video was good for you guys. I hope it made sense. And I can't wait for Saturday and then again Sunday night for that rematch. I'll see you guys soon.